What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. Right now, we're going to talk about a subject that's very hot, very relevant in this current dynamic, and that is net neutrality and the role that Substratum plays in that, and just some things to know. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe, and if you've been watching videos from us for a long time as a subscriber, you can also click that bell to get information when it drops from our channel like this right here. So, if you look here on substratum.net, that's the website for Substratum, we are the foundation of the decentralized web. So net neutrality, basically the idea is to basically kind of regulate it, is the best way to put it. Some would say, well, who's going to govern it? Who's going to manage it is what net neutrality is, right? So the government comes in and they say, we're going to kind of regulate the web. There's various different reasons why they would want to regulate the web. One of them would be because of something like the dark web, the deep web, whatever you want to call it. In China, you might know about what they call the Great Firewall of China. If you don't know what the Great Firewall of China is, write it down and watch it after this video. But it's basically, that's why China doesn't have Google, they don't have Facebook inside China, because the government regulates who and what is coming into China and the people are consuming for their internet content. And that's why you have big companies that are in China that are like spin-offs of Facebook and Google. Now, if you look at Substratum here, currently the price is up 30% today, and this is why. It's because of the news related to the net neutrality. Something like this, a decentralized web, does pop off when news about net neutrality comes up. It really doesn't have anything to do about the tech that's coming out with Substratum. Other than the fact that they're just endeavoring to do this, which in my opinion is, it's a novel idea, and I like the fact that they're doing it. But whether or not they'll be able to execute on this or pull it off, that's really kind of, I guess you would use the word a utopian idea, meaning it's a heck of a project. It's like such a massive size project, to pull it off would almost be a miracle. But nonetheless, they're still doing it, and they're using the blockchain to bring it about. And, you know, of course, you guys are more than welcome to disagree with me on that. But let's be real. Creating a decentralized web in a day when there's the governments of the world trying to do everything to stop that from happening, it's on a whole nother level even than Bitcoin. Like, Bitcoin's on a whole nother level, but to take the blockchain and do the decentralized internet is like out of this world powerful. But yeah, Bitcoin's really powerful too, but decentralized internet is kind of like the house. So the house is the home, and the money is needed to buy the home. So they're both relative, but Substratum, if they pull it off, a decentralized web will be very powerful. So this project here, you can take a look at them and see how it works. You can watch the video, come on here and earn cryptocurrency, change the world, see the demo. You can also take a look at some of their nodes, the host, developer tools. And I think they're endeavoring to do something really amazing here. But like I said, it's a tough one to pull off. One day Americans might wake up and realize they don't like Big Brother watching over their shoulder and having corporations track everything they do. And when it happens, Substratum will be there. So that's why Substratum's price is going up right now, is because it's decentralized web. Now, I've been holding Substratum for a while. I actually got into Substratum about 10 cents. If you go back on my channel all the way back to about November, October is when I first made the video about Substratum, when it was sitting around 10 cents. Let's see. Oh, that was the 7-day. Let's go back 3 months here. So this is when I made the video. They're about 10-cent range, 12-cent range. I can't remember exactly. But that would have been the time to accumulate if you were looking for a high volume. Now, you know, you're looking to pay 46 cents. But you could have recently got it for in the 30-cent range. And you just have to be aware that as the net neutrality conversation continues to heat up, and if it goes in against the what supposedly the people of America really want, which is net neutrality, if the government comes in and says, no, we're going to regulate this web, Substratum's just going to continue to rise, because they're the ones combating or fighting back against the net neutrality. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at what net neutrality is. So FCC repeals net neutrality rules. The Federal Communications Commission, that's the FCC, voted on Thursday to dismantle landmark rules regulating the businesses that connect consumers to the internet, granting broadband companies the power to potentially reshape Americans' online experience. So it's like, could we end up having to pay more for the access to the internet and also having the broadband companies be the ones dictating what it is that we watch and or access? For example, on TV, when you sign up with DirecTV, you get only the packages that DirecTV will give you. So you get HBO, you get ESPN. It's kind of like that, but it would be for websites, so to speak. So the main issue is like, would they be making it more difficult for startup websites and companies to come about? Because now, if you're a new if you're a new company with a new idea, I don't know, let's say you're the next Facebook. Well, because the broadband company limits who you get to view and who you go to for your news and information, how will that new channel come up? Whereas right now it could grow, like a live leak or Vimeo could come out of nowhere and all of a sudden become something. But in a dynamic like this, where the broadband companies basically are in charge of what you can and cannot see, that's kind of the idea here. Now, there's a lot to go into this, and that's just a real basic overview of what net neutrality is. But yeah, the action reversed the agency's 2015 decision during the Obama administration to better protect Americans as they have migrated to the internet for most communications. It will take a couple of weeks for the changes to go into effect, but groups opposed to the action have already announced plans to sue the agency to restore the net neutrality regulations. Those suits could take many months to be resolved. So here it is, a tweet here from the Annan Journal. Breaking news, the following states will join New York in suing the FCC to defend net neutrality protections. California, Oregon, Vermont, Washington, Delaware, Hawaii, Iowa, Illinois, Massachusetts, Kentucky, Maine, Maryland, North Carolina, Mississippi, Pennsylvania, Virginia. It says if your state is not on the list, check this thread as well. So if you're looking for this right here, the Annan Journal, they're giving you information about it. Mike Novogratz also follows them. So there's just some things you need to know about the net neutrality, how that's going to be playing into the factor with the cryptocurrency and who on the blockchain is actually looking to do stuff. So if you just want to come on to Substratum's website, you can really dig in. You're going to want to maybe even consider reading the white paper to see where they're taking this thing, right? And that's just the kind of information you're looking to get, right? So here's the team. So Justin Tabb, he's the CEO and co-founder. You can also follow him on Twitter. You have Abram Cookson, BJ Allman. So these are the CIO and the co-founder and the COO and the co-founder. So there's three guys right here. These are the three guys that are looking to decentralize the web. So if you're looking to get into a cryptocurrency right now that's looking to lead the charge against net neutrality and decentralize the web, this is your team right here. So they have it's a small team. It's not an overly large expanded team like you might see on Lisk or some of these other projects, but they're definitely going for it. And as you can see, these guys, they look like they've got some experience, and you can go on their LinkedIn profiles here and see where their backgrounds are to learn more about them, and you can follow him right here on Twitter, right? So if you're looking to invest in Substratum, just keep in mind this is at an all-time high. It's riding the wave of the net neutrality. It's more than anything just basically, hey, if you're looking for a solution to net neutrality, tell your parents about it, tell your brother and sister about it, tell your family members, tell your best friends, hey, check out Substratum because they're a decentralized web. And with that being said, just keep in mind if you're going to invest, it is kind of at an all-time high. It's obviously hit higher rates than this. It's been at 49 cents. But if you're looking to jump in, you can pick them up on Binance, HitBTC, KuCoin, EtherDelta, Cause. So as you can see, they're not yet on Bitfinex. They're not yet on Bittrex. And the circulating supply is not very high. Neither is the total supply. So it's got the potential to be on the level of an EOS project, and it's got tons of room to grow into the market cap. And even at this price, sure, I said earlier I was buying it at 10 cents. Just because I was buying it at 10 cents does not mean that with all the things that are going on that I would not also consider buying it at this price. So I think it's an opportunity for you guys. Obviously, you would like to get it in the 30-cent range or even lower than that, but yeah, I mean, you could also look to see if there's any other cryptocurrencies like Substratum looking to decentralize the web, because just as there's a power ledger, there's also another solar company. Let's see if we can look at that just to give you an example. Solar coin, you know. So with Substratum, there might be other competition that you can get into at a lower price if you're just staying on top of those things. I personally do not know of anything at the moment, but if I do hear of anything, I will let you know. But right now, this is your cryptocurrency to come to fight back against net neutrality, alongside getting with the Annan Journal here and seeing what states are looking to defend net neutrality. I try to go into as much. I try to keep this quick and simple, but there's a lot to learn here about net neutrality. You can watch a YouTube video. I don't have one about net neutrality, but you can go on there and just type in what is net neutrality into YouTube. And then you can also take a look at Substratum and see exactly what it is they're up to and how it works and all that jazz. Anyways, this is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. This is not financial advice. You make your own decisions. And if you'd like, you can subscribe to this channel. If you've already subscribed, you can click the bell and get notified when videos like this drop. Also, while we're on the Twitter thing, you can follow us on Twitter, Altcoin Buzz IO. So that's Altcoin Buzz IO. Don't forget the IO. And anyways, guys, we'll see you next time.